14 foods that destroy your low-carb diet. You need to know that if you are still eating these 14 foods every day, I am sure that losing weight will become meaningless and impossible. Many people accidentally and mistakenly think about the foods in their keto diet, and as a result, they give up and fail in the process of losing weight. Why is that? Because these foods contain too much carbs, sugar, and fat. I used to be like you, struggling and suffering with my heavy body, always being discriminated against for being fat every time I went out, just because I accidentally ate the 14 foods that I'm about to share with you below. It is extremely important since I learned about it and just eliminated it from my diet. Miracles have appeared on my body. My weight has decreased very simply without being as difficult as before. Thanks to applying this method, many friends and customers I shared with, 99% of them also achieved the same results as me. And you can completely lose weight like that. Hello Health Facts family, in today's video we will learn together about 14 foods that destroy your low-carb diet. Don't miss any moment in this video if you don't fail in the process of losing weight. Okay, let's dive in. 1. Beer. Alcohol consumption often hinders weight loss, and beer is no exception. Known as liquid toast, beer is particularly high in carbohydrates compared to other alcoholic beverages. With hundreds of brands on the market, the carb content varies significantly. But most traditional beers are far from diet-friendly. While low-carb beers are available, they often sacrifice flavor, leaving many unimpressed. For those on a low-carb diet, avoiding beer altogether or consuming it sparingly is the most effective way to stay on track with your weight loss goals. Always check labels to make informed choices about your drinks. 2. Avoid sugary foods and drinks. The first category to steer clear of is the most obvious: sugary foods and beverages. While this may seem like common sense, it's worth emphasizing. This includes candy, cakes, donuts, cookies, jelly, and anything sweetened, as well as adding sugar to meals or drinks. Similarly, sugar-sweetened beverages like soda, sports drinks, and energy drinks should be avoided. Consider this: a single can of soda often contains over 9 teaspoons of sugar. These are clear culprits of refined carbohydrates, but the real challenge lies in spotting sugar hidden in less obvious products. Stay vigilant to keep your low-carb diet on track. 3. Milk. Milk, while often perceived as a healthy staple, contains lactose, a type of sugar quickly metabolized into glucose, effectively classifying it as a high-carb food. Popular beverages like lattes and cappuccinos, which rely heavily on milk, should be avoided on a low-carb diet. A small splash of milk in 1 or 2 coffees daily is typically harmless, but excessive consumption, such as several cups with generous milk, adds significant carbs to your intake. Opt for full-fat milk instead of reduced-fat varieties. It's more flavorful, requires smaller quantities for the same effect, and aligns better with low-carb principles. 4. Fruits. Fruits are often celebrated as healthy, but their carbohydrate content varies significantly. Take a banana, for example. One average-sized piece packs nearly 6 teaspoons of sugar. Compare that to watermelon, which contains less than 2 teaspoons, or strawberries, which have under half a teaspoon in a similar portion size. When following a low-carb diet, it's vital to recognize that not all fruits are created equal. Tropical fruits like bananas, mangoes, and pineapples tend to be high in carbs, and dried fruits such as raisins, dates, and apricots can quickly overwhelm your carb limit. Their concentrated sugar and lack of water make them a fast track to excess carb intake. Additionally, fruit juices and smoothies should be avoided for the same reason. For instance, just 200 milliliters of apple juice, a small glass, contains as much sugar as a can of soda. To maintain your low-carb goals, choose fruits wisely and enjoy them in moderation. 5. Sauces and condiments. Hidden sugars lurk in 3/4 of packaged foods, and condiments are no exception. Sweet sauces like ketchup, barbecue, teriyaki, and hoisin are clearly sugary, but even savory options can surprise you. Don't be fooled by taste. Many sauces mask their sugar content well. While hot sauces are often low in sugar, always read the label. If sugar appears as a second ingredient, it's a red flag. Commercially prepared options, such as tomato and bolognese sauces, frequently contain added sugars to enhance flavor. Even small amounts of these products can add up, sabotaging your low-carb goals. 6. Gluten-free products. Many individuals following a low-carb diet inherently avoid gluten as they eliminate grains. However, a common misconception is that gluten-free automatically means low-carb. This assumption can lead to missteps, as numerous gluten-free products are surprisingly high in carbohydrates. While they cater to those with gluten sensitivities, they may not align with the goals of a low-carb lifestyle. Therefore, it's essential to check the nutritional labels carefully and not be misled by the gluten-free label alone. Remember, not all gluten-free options are created equal, and they can inadvertently disrupt your low-carb progress. Stay informed and choose wisely. 7. Low-fat products. Low-fat products often mislead dieters striving for health-conscious choices. Removing fat from food sacrifices flavor, leading manufacturers to replace it with sugar to compensate. This swap can transform diet or healthy labels into sugar-packed pitfalls. Among the common culprits are low-fat yogurts and salad dressings, which are marketed as better alternatives but fail to deliver true health benefits. Instead, choosing full-fat, natural options ensures both flavor and a more balanced nutritional profile. Don't fall for the low-fat myth. Embrace whole, unprocessed versions to support a genuinely healthy, low-carb lifestyle. 8. Salad dressings. Salad dressings are a common pitfall for low-carb enthusiasts. While salads are undeniably healthy and align perfectly with keto diets, store-bought dressings can sabotage your efforts. Many contain hidden sugars, especially glazes, which can derail your progress. A simple solution: make your own dressing. Combine 3 parts olive oil with 1 part vinegar to create a sugar-free vinaigrette. Be cautious with low-fat dressings, as they often compensate by adding significant amounts of sugar. By crafting your own, you ensure your salads remain a wholesome and low-carb choice without unnecessary additives. 9. Starchy vegetables. When following a low-carb diet, steering clear of starchy vegetables is crucial. A single 150-gram potato contains carbs equivalent to 9 teaspoons of sugar. Similarly, sweet potatoes and parsnips also have high carbohydrate levels. Even more carb-dense is cassava or yucca, which contains nearly twice the amount of carbohydrates as potatoes, making it an even less suitable option. Number 10. Legumes. Legumes, including beans, lentils, and peas, are nutrient-rich plants often valued for their protein content and slow-digesting carbohydrates. However, they can pose challenges for strict low-carb diets. Among these, chickpeas are a common pitfall due to their surprisingly high carbohydrate content. In contrast, garden peas contain fewer carbs, making them a more suitable option for those limiting carbohydrate intake. While moderation is key, most legumes are best avoided on very restrictive low-carb regimens. Careful selection within this group is crucial to maintaining a successful low-carb diet while still enjoying variety and nutritional benefits. 11. Pseudograins. Pseudograins, such as quinoa, buckwheat, and wild rice, which isn't true rice, are often considered healthier than traditional grains and cereals. While they offer more nutrients, they remain relatively high in carbohydrates, making them unsuitable for strict low-carb diets. Avoiding them can support your goals effectively. 12. Cashew nuts. Unlike most nuts, which are typically low in carbs, cashew nuts stand out for their high carbohydrate content, 3 to 5 times more than others. Their addictive nature, especially when salted, makes overconsumption easy, posing challenges for those following a strict low-carb diet. 13. Grains and whole grains. Grains and cereals, including wheat, rice, oats, barley, and maize. 13. Grains and whole grains. Grains are widely recognized as foods to avoid on low-carb diets. These staples are used to create items like bread, pasta, and breakfast cereals, which are high in starch, a complex carbohydrate that breaks down into glucose. A common misconception is that replacing white bread, pasta, or sugary cereals with whole grain versions significantly reduces carb intake. While whole grain bread may seem healthier, its carb content remains substantial. For instance, A slice of white bread contains the equivalent of 3.7 teaspoons of sugar, while whole grain bread has about 3. Consuming 2 slices of whole grain bread equates to 6 teaspoons of sugar. Similarly, healthier options like muesli or oatmeal are still carb-heavy. Despite their marketed health benefits, all grains and cereals should be avoided for those committed to a low-carb lifestyle. 14. Natural sugar. Natural sugars such as honey, agave nectar, raw cane sugar, and coconut sugar often seem like healthy choices due to their natural origin. However, despite being natural, these sugars are still packed with carbohydrates. For those following a low-carb diet, it's essential to avoid them to stay on track. Thank you for watching our video, 14 Foods That Destroy Your Low-Carb Diet. Remember, embarking on a low-carb journey is not about perfection, but progress. Eliminating these hidden carb traps can lead you closer to your health and weight loss goals. Every small step counts, so don't be discouraged if it feels challenging at first. You've got this. Share your thoughts and let us know which of these foods surprised you the most in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you're staying on track. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and support on your healthy lifestyle journey. Together we can achieve great things. Let's stay motivated and inspired.